Hello, you are on mute, Sujata garu.
Hello. I cannot hear you. Okay. Now can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Yeah. So this is automatic conversion. Now smaller data type is easily to store it into bigger size. Now what is this one? Explicit. Explicit means it is integer. Now we can say go to byte. It can't because 4 bytes memory cannot be stored into 1 byte. We are saying that allocate only for 1 byte for this because it is not having a large value. So what it will do? Explicit conversion. So without using any data loss, it is synchronizing the memory internally and it is going to capable to store the value. Okay. So here, this is what we just use here as automatic and explicit. So implicit conversion will become a data loss here. So that what we can use explicit conversion. Okay. Like this long value, if you want to store it into int, we can say inside the parenthesis int. This is explicit conversion. So here whenever we are going to assign any default value directly the number, either it is a decimal point or it is a numerical value, we have to think about constantly. It is number, it will take directly as an integer. And if it is a floating point or decimal anything, default data type will be there. So we have to use the explicit suffixes as either small f or capital F, decimal, M, double D. So we can see how it is. So we can say the console application. Day2. So now we can assign, just Lokesh is asking me like float. Now whatever price, if you're gonna be give some 126.55 or something like this. So whenever we are going to assign directly a value, it is showing an error. What is that? Literal of type double. So default decimal point, it is taking as double. Cannot be implicitly convert of type to float. So use an capital F or small f suffix to create a literal of this type. So we can say that it is not that much of bigger value. It is only a smaller value as float. Okay. So now value is okay. It is showing a warning to us that is for price you created, but you would never use this one. So go to here, CW, press 2 times tap, console or right line. There, what we can say? We can say price. So now that green color will remove. So we created and we used. So it is having the complete meaning. Now we need to know the ranges of the data type. So here we can say console or right line of byte. What is starting value, minimum value, and what is maximum value? That is the last value. So we can say here minimum value and this is maximum value. Now the same line we can write for short, we can write for int, float, all. just we can use what data type capability like it is, how much value it's gonna be accepted. By document short, and this is int. So this. So what is the capability here? Minimum value for byte is 0 to 255. And what is the minimum for short? Minus 32,768 to 32,767. And what is the minimum of integer? Integer it will take here as 21 crores, 47 lakhs, 4,836. We cannot store mobile number, which will be start with 9 series and 8 series or 7 series. So it is not going to capable to store. Then we can take long value. We are giving 10 values. So we can take here. Stop the debugging, and then here we can give long. This is float. Double. Decimal. All the data types, so that we can understand that this is not going to capable to take the value. So this. So how much bigger size it is, we can. So without wasting the memory for small values and all, so don't take doubles and decimals and long. Always better to use byte, short, int, and float. If it is large scale applications, like government related or finance related things and all, really they are storing some crores of rupees into that, then we can use these bigger data types like double and decimal as well as long values for numeric as well as floating point numbers. Okay, so this is the data type ranges. Now already we know that, but we are supposed to insert directly. Just say byte. Just now we discussed SID equal to 270. Now we can run. Sorry, 170. Okay, so this is stat. Compilation time only it is saying that there were builder errors. You would like to continue? No. What is a builder error? First we can. A constant value 270 cannot be converted to a byte. 170 it is taken, but 270 cannot be able to store it. So because its capacity is only up to 255. So we can give the last range of value as 255 and then we can run. Now it is executed. It is not showing any exception. So while you are going to run the exception without disturbing the program, we will see in depth. Always better practice is try tap. Try my code. Any errors are there, catch the errors. Try block. Always whatever you are writing, even 2 lines or 3 lines also, always better practice is keep your logic inside of try catch block. So this is the whole code. Try it. If any errors are there, then catch the error. So now the what error message we need to know. Ex dot message. What message it is giving to us, that message we need to take it. Now here we can give 285. So now we just say that this. So, compilation time. Console dot read line. We are reading at runtime. Byte value. Byte dot parse of console dot read line. Now we can run it. So now it is asking, we are giving 270. Okay. So once we are going to give 270, it is showing the message, wait for the cursor until we press enter. What it is saying, either the value is too large or too small for an unsigned byte. So you just check out the number is not in the range. Okay. If you are not keep this block and the execution cursor will be blinked at here, you cannot assign. So make the commenting. Try block. Save it. Now we will give to 70. There is no try block and all. Now it is going to search for the data to store. Now it is showing the same error like this. So program, while you're writing, don't display the cursor should be blinked like this. So always we have to give the suitable message. So every program, we should be keep it inside of these two blocks. So before you starting your code, you can apply here, try and brace open. Wherever you completed your logic, the last statement. After your last statement, close it and then catch exception ex dot message. And if you want to give some more clarity for this, and we can assign again ex dot. Where is the target site, and exception ex dot source, where it is available. So now we will understand the difference. Okay. Earlier, what it is showing, just it is showing that number is too small, too large. That's it. But now what it is showing, input string was not in a correct format. So it is a void string to number and so on so. Where is the namespace? It is exactly firing. MS core library means it is a CLR. CLR fire this exception. Okay. And the stack trace, where it is available exactly. All the details also we need to know. Then we can assign tracing. $270. So like this. So here you can understand line number 27, and this is the Day2 basic project. There the class name is program and the method name is main method. This is available under this particular URL. Go to line number 27. So come to here, Control G, go to which line? 27 line. So we can click on OK. Exactly the cursor is going to blink it here. So that this line has some error. We can understand. Okay, what the people is saying 270. What is capacity? 255. So that's wrong. Okay. So in what way we are going to identify the exceptions at runtime? Just a simple message and a target. So how it is identified, who will be identified, where it is identified. That details very clearly we need it. Then we can enhance these messages like that. So always better to use one is a message, what type of message it is, and the second one is stack trace, where exactly, what line number exactly enter, and target site. This is for what type of exception and message, and this is for exactly which class, which namespace is used internally. This is .NET will understand the system dot exception or system dot IO or system dot data. So which is fired exactly. So that just for interview point of view, maybe if I given a value like this, then we should say some error message. Then how you can identify and what type of properties you are used to identify the messages. All are practical questions they will ask. So we can identify their message property, target site property, source property, and line number also if you need it, method name, class name, everything. You can trace all the values by using stack trace property. Okay. These are all the things will be comes under try-catch blocks, under conversion. Okay, literally. And then just now we have seen conversions, value type and reference type. That is the concept we call it as boxing and unboxing. Value type we can store directly, but reference type we cannot store directly. We have to divide the references like this. What is that? Directly value you can means box. One ball is there that you can kept directly into the box. But another box is there. Inside the box, balls are there. So what we have to do? That box we are assigning to another box. Internally, that box is having balls. So here we are giving a reference. The reference is going to store the value. So this is the first two is called as boxing. Boxing means value type is this that we are assigning to reference type because it is an object. What it is? It is not a int, it is not a float, it is not a string. So whatever they are going to capable to store, it is going to allow multiple values can store internally. That is the reason here value is assigned to reference. So this is what we call as boxing. And what is unboxing? Remove the reference. What is here? This is only a integer value. So that we can assign to here. Now this is a reference. We are going to assign to a value type. So the first two lines called as boxing and the last line called as unboxing. Reference type assigned to value type. Value type assigned to reference type. So this is called as boxing and this is called as unboxing. Simple. You have hands, you have boxing gloves, and if you kept your hands inside, you are ready for boxing. That means your values are protected inside that, your hands. So unboxing means once the boxing is over, then we remove the gloves. So that means you are not doing anything. So here simply value type is assigning to reference and reference is assigning to a value. Okay. So now this is conditional statements and control structure. What is conditional? Till now, whatever programs we have seen, it is continuously execute all the statements one by one. It is not stopping anywhere. It is not checking anything. But now we can start for checking. You want one time checking or you want many times checking? Only one time checking, we can use control structure. If it is true, what we need to do? If it is false, what we need to do? So only one time checking purpose, we can use control statements like if condition true, do this, else do this. Now switch case, not only one condition, we have 5 or 6 conditions. Which one they can select, we don't know. Then what we can use? Switch case. Simple example, a hotel menu, so many items are there, but which one you are selected exactly, that item only should identify. Don't compare with from first to last. Then we can go with the switch case. So no two cases will be the same. Some rules here. And the sequence cannot be continued to the next case. Means only one condition should run at a time. It will not run continuously. And it is avoided by go-to. In a old programming, old languages, go-to statement is there. Go to the line, again come back. Again go to there, come back. Something like some irregular programming is there. That we are avoided by using switch case. And default statement cannot fall through. That means don't continue after default. Empty cases can fall through. So what is fall through, we'll see here. Number 2 we given. The 2 where it is matched exactly, this is 1 and this is 2. Here we are not used any break. Break is used to terminate from here. So case 1 is matched, do this, come out. If case 2 is matched, do this and come out. So don't continue because it is a control structure. One time matching, it will execute, it will terminate from here. So what is I number 2? 2 means directly it will come to 2 only. So now every case will end with break. The last statement should be break so that it will terminate from here. If we are not mentioned any break, it will give an exception, compilation error. So break is compulsory. If you have many statements, maybe 5 or 6 lines, use brace open, brace close inside of these cases. Now what is fall through? See, maybe case A is matched, maybe case B is matched, or I is matched, or O or U. AE, IOU is belongs to vowel. All these statements, cases, conditions, one statement will run. That is vowel. For this, it is a sequence of fall through. Sequence means maybe 1 or 2 or 5. These are all the 5 is the common condition. If any one condition is matched, always display the common statement as vowel. Then break it. Other than these AE, IOU, if they are mentioned any other character, then it will become under default. So here, this also has break. So every case use the last statement as break. And when we don't need any breaks and all for individual cases, means out of these 5 conditions, only one common statement is required. Then no need of writing console or triplan vowel break. Console or triplan vowels break. All these cases has same 2 lines only. That is the reason we can write all at one place. Okay. This is finally vowel. Now not only one time, I want to repeat many times. Example, how many number of list of candidates are shortlisted? We need to know. Then we don't know, maybe 10 or 20 or 30. Then what we can say? While example, dr.read, read continuously until end. We don't know. Then we can use while loop. So totally 20 members are shortlisted. We need to display all 20 members, but we don't know 20. Then what we can go for? While Internally we can use some classes. I will explain that in a database program. dr.read. Read means you have to read it from starting to until end. So when you don't know the range, the last value, but you have to repeat until last, then we can use while loop. And here the second one is do while. What is do while? We need to select. We don't know what is available. We need to select something. Depends on that it has to repeat. Then we can go with the do while. Example, we want to show the menu items 5 or 6. Number 1, add product. Number 2, update product. Number 3, delete product, like that. Now you have to choose which one we need to follow. So number 1, adding, you have to apply addition. Number 2, multiplication. Number 3, division, something like that. So first to do this means take the option. Next, repeat the loop. If it is number 1, what we should do. If it is number 2, what we should do. Only such type of scenarios we can use do while. Okay. And for loop, we know the starting range and ending range. Example, total 500 members are shortlisted, but we are giving like a phase-wise interview. Number 1 to 20 today, or 100 today, 100 to 200 tomorrow, like that. So we don't want all the values. From 1 to 100 only we need it. From 200 to 300 only we need it. So a specific range you know, and you need to specify explicitly, then only what we can use for loop. So starting value, and then condition, and then iteration, and we can do the statement. So I equal to 100, I less than 20, I plus plus. Or I is equal to 300, and 300 we can make it 400, I less than 400, I plus plus. Then display all the names, something like this. So this is while we are searching all these 3 pages, break and continue to keywords we can use. Example, list of shortlisted candidates, the topper is location. We want to search whether location is available or not in this 5 to 10 records. If location is found at the 6th record, I don't want to continue up to 10. I want to stop at the middle only. What we can do? Break. So the break statement is used to stop at the middle of the loop. Then we can use break. Until the condition is matched, we can keep on continue. Then what we can use? Continue with it. Okay. So tomorrow we'll see the programs on this tree with real-time basics. Okay. And then we can start the project as per this classes, arrays, structures, interfaces, and delegates. Okay. So that we will see programmatically on this. Is it clear? So we will stop for today's session and we will continue tomorrow.
I have done the